Hey, what up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Moonstar Station. It's your boy Jay, and this is your place for comic books, movies, and games. And thank you very much for joining me on another new comic book day. Here we got our stack. Thankfully, not too fat this time, so the wallet's finally getting a reprieve. Without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and jump in. First, we got issue number 1 of Invincible Battle Beast. We got Robert Kirkman on the writing. We got Ryan Otley on the art and Annalisa Leone on the colors. And this series is just gonna give us a little bit more information on what Battle Beast was up to during the storyline of Invincible. Battle Beast is one of the more enigmatic characters. He's also a warrior, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing, what this series is going to entail. As you can see, the art by Ryan Otley is fantastic, and Annalisa Leone is not slouching on the colors either. This is probably one of my most anticipated comics of the month, if not the year. And it looks like we're already going to be in for a brutal time. So I cannot wait to get into this series and see how this is going to progress so far. Next, we got issue number 1 of Exquisite Corpses. We got James Tynion IV on the writing. We got Michael Walsh on the art, and we got Jordi Belair on the colors. And this series centers around 12 of the deadliest assassins, all converging on a small town to see who is the best and to be the last killer standing. And for everyone else, they're just gonna try not to be collateral damage. And I've actually been really liking James Tynion's writing so far. I was already getting into another one of his series, and even though he leans on the horror in most of his writing, this seems like it's gonna be a lot of action, a lot more action based. So I'm curious to see how this series is gonna develop, and I'm really looking forward to getting into this one. Next, we got issue number 8 of Absolute Batman. We have Scott Snyder returning on the writing. We have Marcos Martin on the art, and Munsa Vicente on the colors. So this is going to be the next chapter in the Mr. Freeze arc that they have going. I really like the design that they have going for this version of Mr. Freeze. It's definitely leaning more on the body horror aspect of the character, and the design is creepy, but in the best possible way. The art by Martin has been fantastic, so cannot wait to see how this arc keeps on continuing. Next, we got issue number 6 of Batman Dark Patterns. We have Dan Waters on the writing. We're gonna have Hayden Sherman on the art, and we have Triona Farrell on the colors. So, man, this has been one of my favorite series of the year so far. The art has been fantastic. There hasn't been a single issue that's missed. And I really like this younger take on Batman, a little bit more cerebral. But don't get me wrong, the action has been great because, this younger version of Batman is no slouch. So, this is probably one of my favorite series of the year. I almost feel like it's kind of a sleeper hit, but absolutely cannot wait to get into this. This is probably one of my most anticipated reads right here. Next, we have issue number 4 of One World Under Doom. And if you can't tell, that's our boy Dormammu right there on the cover. So we got Ryan North here, still continuing on the writing. We got RB Silva on the art, David Curiel on the colors. And I'm not the biggest fan of events. Sometimes they can be a little gimmicky, especially on Marvel's part, but this has been great. I've really been enjoying One World Under Doom. He's such a fascinating character, and now an incredibly powerful character. So I cannot wait to see what they're gonna keep doing with this. Really loving the characterization and the action so far. So I would think this is gonna be a good read. Can't wait to get into this as well. Next, we have issue number 2 of the first Americans. This is going to be coming out of Critical Entertainment, and this is going to be following a tribe of Paleo Indians on their journey from Siberia to North America because they're hunting woolly mammoths. We got Christopher Rita on the writing. We got Tad Galusha on the art. And I've been enjoying this so far. I kind of like that there's no dialogue, so it's just letting the art and the visuals do the storytelling, which I kind of like. I'm more of a prose guy, you know. I'm coming from reading novels, things like that, but I actually really enjoy this aspect of their visual storytelling. I'm not the biggest fan of Critical Entertainment just because I'm not too familiar with their work, but I'm quickly becoming a fan. So I've been really enjoying this series. Everything has been beautiful. So I think this one's going to be a good read as well here. And finally, we got the 2025 special for the Energon universe. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to pick this one up last week, but we're getting stories out of Transformers, Void Rivals, and G.I. Joe. So we got Joshua Williamson on here, we got Daniel Warren Johnson on here, Robert Kirkman, all writers. We got Andrea Milana, Mike Spicer, and Connor Hughes on the art, and we got Lee Loveridge and Patricio Del Peche on the colors here. So, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing what they cooked up this year. What kind of stories they're gonna bring up here out of the universe. It's always kind of fun to just get some one-shots and, you know, let the creators explore their creativity a little bit. Alright, and that's gonna be it for me today. Thankfully the comic book haul wasn't the biggest, so you know the wallet's finally getting a reprieve. These last couple of weeks and comic book days have been crazy. But if you guys have any recommendations or any thoughts on the comics or the pickups that I have this week, you know, be sure to leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and y'all join me next time. Y'all take care.